Hello and welcome to a demonstration of the awesome horizontal edge grinder. I'm going to start off by plugging the machine in and then just basically describing what we've got. We've got the two wheel holders. The wheels are interchangeable with different size wheels. It's limited to the wheels that are available or the wheels that you can make. On this side over here we've got a 1/2 inch wheel. Over here we've got a 2-inch wheel. Up front we've got a flat platen, and this is the drive wheel. It is also a rubber wheel, which means that you've got a fourth station. So first, second, third and fourth station. This over here is the tracking device. It is also the tensioning device. It's spring loaded. Very much the same as you would find with a vertical grinder. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to install the belt. It's a standard 2-inch by 72-inch belt, the same as you would use on your vertical grinder. It installs pretty much the same way, the same amount of ease. I try and position it as close as possible to my final running stage, and then I turn the machine on. This is the knob that is used in order to adjust the tracking. It doesn't take much to get a fine tracking. What I try and do is make sure that my belt runs true on the wheels, especially the two smaller wheels. You don't want it to run either high or low on the wheel because you get premature wear. Now, today I'm going to use all 4 stations, and so I'm going to start placing my tool rests. This is a tool rest. It's got magnets on the bottom which will allow it to stick to the tabletop and stay in place. I'll make sure that there are no iron filings on the bottom. My table's nice and clean. I put it in place and I get to within about a 1/16 inch of the belt. The next station is my flat platen. Same concept. Magnetized tool rest, and I slide it into place. Then I'm going to go to my 2-inch wheel. Clean the bottom off nicely. Put it in place. And my last one is my 4-inch wheel. And I'm going to reach around and put that in place. And so there we have it. All 4 stations are set up. It's all clean. I've already made sure that all my tool rests are perpendicular to my grinding stations. And I'm just going to grab a piece of steel over here. I've already done some grinding on it, but just to demonstrate, I have set my speed way down. This machine can go up to a number of 60. Right now I'm running at 12. This is a 2-horse motor that is driving it, so I'm basically 1/6 of the ability of this motor. And you can see on the 1/2-inch wheel there is no hesitation. The beauty of this is I don't have to worry about whether I've got the right angle. I know that I want a 90-degree grind, and I achieve that. I know you can do this on the vertical grinder. I have one too. I've spent many a grinding session trying to get that finger groove absolutely perfect. I'm not that good that I can hold it in place. I'm sure there's some knife makers out there that can. I just find that this concept over here makes it much easier, much simpler, and for me it's way more accurate. I come over to my flat platen and I do the same thing over here. Word of caution on the flat platen, because there's no stop on it like way you would on a vertical grinder, it will grab the piece that you're grinding and it's going to turn it into a missile. So ease into it. With this low speed, you don't have too much trouble. The faster you're running and the coarser the grit on the belt is, the more prone that piece is to getting grabbed, snatched out of your hand, and flung across the workshop. It's not a pretty sight. Let's move over to the 2-inch wheels, and we've got the same thing. Now I'm just showing you certain applications. There are unlimited uses for this. I'm just using a piece of steel to demonstrate. I'm going to go to the 4-inch wheel. I'm going to turn this over, come in, apply some of the radius over here, come back in again, and every time I'm looking at this, my grind lines are nice and perpendicular, which is exactly what I'm after. You can see my flat pattern has been set up so that it's just barely touching the belt. I'm probably deflecting the belt by a 1/16 of an inch, and I lock it down in place. This will change according to the diameter of the wheels that I've got in the wheel holders. That's it. There's nothing much to it. Once it's all set up, it's very simple. In turning it off, stepping up the speed, lowering the speed, changing the belts. Again, it's an extremely simple process. You can leave the tool rests in place. You can move them out of the way. Obviously, you're not bound to keeping all the tool rests in. If I want to do some freehand work, basically remove my tool rest. Let's just put the belt back on again. I have ground bone, plastic. I've even done some glass on here. Stainless steel, titanium. It really doesn't matter. So if I just want to do a bit of a camber on this piece here, it's in place. Finish it off. The advantage of your horizontal grinder is that by and large you're looking straight down on the piece, and that gives you so much more control. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Thank you very much.